All right, let's do this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the edition of Deeper Farmer Cigar Garage Talks. How's everyone doing out there? I'm doing really good, actually. Super excited, super happy. All around having a good day. Damn good day. Lots going on next week. Lots going on tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a very full and eventful day. But it's today. So what are we smoking? What are we drinking? This cigar tonight. We're continuing on with the Sideshow series. Frog Boy. And this is the first cigar from this series that's had a defect. You see that there? Little tiny holes. It doesn't appear to be affecting the smokability. Getting good drag, good burn. Draw. Good draw. Good draw, good burn. It's really not that bad. I think because I actually put my finger over the hole, so I'm not having issues with the draw. We'll see if that progresses as we go on with the video and with the smoke. The drink tonight, odd side, the after dinner mint. I'm really excited about this one. It is a I didn't. It's kind of fun. Stress spelled backwards is dessert. Yeah, it's a. Remember correctly, this one's a mint stout. It doesn't say on here. But it's like a mint chocolate stout or something like that. I got my D&D cup. Yeah, okay. It's definitely a dark beer. If I remember correctly, this one is. It's a chocolate mint stout. And apparently it was on sale, so that's really cool. Let's give it a try. Give it a little taste here. Oh my god, that's delicious. Good job, Odd Side. Highly recommend if you want a sweeter, mintier beer, this would be great for after a meal. After dinner mint. Good job, Odd Side. I might actually pick up some more of that. Good job. So anyway, now we got we're smoking, drinking tonight. A full episode for you guys. I am combining two of my my themes. I try not to do that, but most with the wedding series, the marriage series, I'm keeping that one by itself. But we are going down the EMS war stories. But tomorrow starts Exodus 90. I've talked about that before on this channel. Exodus 90 is a time for Catholic men to get together and dedicate 90 days to making sacrifices, asceticisms, going into prayer, meditation, fasting, almsgiving, the whole shooting match. So for the next 90 days, every day I get a cold shower. Can't have alcohol with one exception. We'll get into that. If you've watched my channel long enough, you know what it is. No alcohol, no pop, no sweets, no candy. You must get 8 hours of sleep. You must dedicate 1 hour a day to prayer. Meet with your fraternal brothers. The list goes on and on of stuff you have to do. And it's designed to get you closer to God, to center your mind, pull away distractions like alcohol, television, social media, phones, all that stuff. I absolutely enjoy it. It is a wonderful time. It is tricky, it's hard, it's grueling. You go through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of successes, and a ton of failures. But that's what it's all about. Your religious life and life in general is full of those. So this time is to really help men specifically focus on what's important and to leave the rest. So very excited. I'm trying something new. I'm actually doing a remote group. We got guys from, I think, Colorado I saw, New Jersey. I want to say someone was in Mountain Time. I don't know exactly where they're at, but all over the map in the U.S. So I've never met any of these guys. I don't know them. We actually have a meeting here in about an hour. Again, shooting this on Sunday. Oh, the one caveat. So on Sunday, you take a day of rest, just like any other religious commitment you make. Sundays are your day of rest. So there still will be cigars and there still will be beer in these videos. I just, have taken a cold shower probably, or might have skipped the shower altogether. So that, I can still have these videos going, and I will be posting them on Mondays as usual. They do allow you to use computers as your part of your job. Yeah, I'm making an exception that this is part of my job to get these videos out. So I don't really consider this, considering I'm not going to be surfing the web or looking stuff up or anything like that. Just posting the video, and that's that on Monday. So yeah, really excited. I've been needing to make some changes in my life. And one of the big changes is to get more religious and a little bit deeper in my faith. And Exodus 90, it just kind of surprised me. I was watching a YouTube video a couple days ago, and the guy made mention that it starts on Monday. So did a quick little prayer, talked to homeschooling mama, and decided, yep, let's do it this year. Let's commit. Let's do the big commitment and commit to doing Exodus 90, really going deeper in my faith, deeper in my belief. So yeah, really excited about that. There will be a lot more, I'm sure, coming on this topic. But why not? We're going to have something fun. Let's have an EMS church war story. Let's get a war story in. So, you do end up responding to churches on a pretty regular basis, a few times a year for sure. When I was working in Maryland, when you had the big revivals going on, the big tent revivals, you'd get called there constantly, either for people from passing out from dehydration or whatnot, or you had people who were, having an encounter and fainting. Not so much up here in the UP. They don't have the big tent revivals or the whatnot, the big gatherings where you get people overdoing it. But I always have to rack my brain to try to find a war story I haven't shared, but this one I know I didn't because it happened just recently. A couple years ago, I was going to church, and it was just me and Swedish Compass. We weren't able to go to church with the rest of the family, but we both wanted to still go to Mass. So we decided that we would just go the two of us. So we're sitting there, and now mind you, I had been retired from EMS now for a couple of years. I was off the rig for many years, but officially decided to retire off the ambulance, retire my license for about 2-3 years. Well, in church, getting one of the readings done, and we hear someone, a loud bang, and then someone else say, "Oh my God, he fell." So quickly turn around, see a gentleman who fell down on the floor, hit his head. So the medic in me, the responder, the ever responder, jumps up and goes start doing my assessment and providing aid. Turns out he had a syncopal episode due to bradycardia. His heart rate was low. I did not have my sphygmomanometer. In case you don't know, that's a blood pressure cuff. But as best I could tell, his blood pressure was probably pretty low too. It was really good. I mean, stuff clicked. Knew my assessments. I did all my testing that I could do, treatments that I could. Again, I'm in my Sunday church clothes, so it's not like I have a jump bag with me. First responders show up. I'm able to do some more treatments, do a few more assessments. Guy's doing pretty good. I'm on cloud 9. I mean, I'm loving it. I will always be a responder. I always have been a responder. You can't just flick a switch and turn it off. So anyway, I actually got communion while holding C-spine. That was kind of fun. I haven't gotten communion by tongue, on the tongue in a very, very long time. So that was cool to receive communion like that. Anyway, we get done. We're heading home. And Swedish Compass actually was very stoic and quiet. It's unlike her if you know her. She's a boisterous one. Turns out she was very unhappy with Uper Farmer, her dad. She felt like I abandoned her. She felt like what I was doing by leaving her in the pew was wrong. Helping a stranger was risky. So we actually had a long conversation about me and about my mentality, about my brain, my thought processes, about what I did for a living. She knew that I helped people, but to see it firsthand that I wouldn't even hesitate to help someone. I had to explain to her that, I wasn't leaving her. I knew she was safe. She was surrounded by a bunch of old ladies in church. Safest place she could be, honestly. But she was put off by it. She didn't think that that was right, that I would have left my daughter sitting by herself in a church pew to go help a complete stranger. We had a lot of growth. I talked to her quite a bit about what had happened and what she thought I should have done, and she agreed that no, I shouldn't have done nothing, but she just wasn't ready for the fact that at a moment's notice I could jump up and go start treating someone. And she said as much, that she just wasn't ready for that. That eventuality, that fact never crossed her mind. And I explained to her that, that's what I do. That's who I am. I will always help people. And that's something she's really got to come to terms with. And she has. Fast forward actually a couple of years, and she was at a youth retreat. And she became the first responder. A lady was having a panic attack. And she was actually the one to jump and be called into action. I don't know if it's what I said to her that kind of woke her up or give her a change of what's going on or what's right and what's wrong. But yeah, she jumped into action and helped a girl who was having a panic attack and helped her to get her meds and get stuff under control. So good for her. Kudos for her. Very proud of her that she did that. I don't want her to ever be a responder, of course. I've talked about that on these videos many, many, many times. So, yeah. It's interesting where this job will take you and how I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think that that would matter, something to consider, or tell my daughter that I was going to help someone and make sure she was okay with that. All those years in EMS, I guess my brain is wired differently, just like homeschooling mama tells me constantly. Happy ending that story, though. The gentleman is doing just fine. He got a pacemaker put in, having no ill effects. I still see him in church from time to time. I don't think he remembers who I am, which is cool. I don't care. That's how I've done most of my EMS career. So, yeah, something for us responders to think about. What's normal for us might not be normal for our families. Maybe take a minute to make sure they're cool with the idea of you just having to go. You just being gone. You having to take off to go help someone. Conversation to have with them, that's for sure. Anyway, folks, I'm going to go continue with this very good Frog Boy cigar. Getting a little bit of a weird burn. I can't say that's not me lighting it wrong. Not bad, though. Easily fixed, but I can touch it with the lighter here real quick. And, yeah. Happy Exodus 90. Oh, yeah. Trump's getting inaugurated tomorrow when this video goes live. And it's Martin Luther King Day. So happy Martin Luther King Day. Happy Inauguration Day. Good luck to all those Exodus 90s people out there. And, yeah, talk to your family if you're a responder. What do they think if you were just to drop everything and have to respond in the middle of church? What would they say? Anyway, folks, stay safe out there. We'll see you on the next one.